A lot of people seem to have trouble breaking through on DMT, and I want to sort of go over why I think some people have issues with it and what I think those issues are. And I want to start with possibly like the set and setting maybe, because like I feel like a lot of people when they do DMT they want to like do it with friends or like a sitter or something, and that's great I guess if you're like scared. But if you want to experience entity contact and like I guess really immersive out of body experiences, in my experience and opinion it's better to do it like alone. And also like with when you're doing it with people, you're also usually in like a room that's like lit kind of, or like maybe you've got like weird lights on too, or like colorful lights, and like it's a cool environment to do it. But like I feel like the best environment would be something that's close to sensory deprivation. So if you think of like sensory deprivation tanks, how they have like salt water and it's basically pretty much dark or pitch black inside there. They're trying to eliminate all the senses, because what's happening with psychedelics is that anytime that your brain has to process information that's coming inwards, it takes away from the immersiveness of the experience. So if you can eliminate as much senses as possible, so if you can turn off all the lights, all sound, and I know you can't make your body or the feeling of your body disappear like the salt water and stuff like that, but you can get it pretty close. And at this point, I think that there's less distractions for the brain to actually produce really immersive, visionary experiences and entity contact that's like very intense. With me, like I've smoked it a lot with, you know, people around me and friends and stuff, and like it takes like a really heavy dose to like pretty much see anything for me. Like it's very weird. I don't get much of a breakthrough experience at all with it. But if I smoke it alone, then all of a sudden like I can smoke like 20 milligrams and like have a full breakthrough. It's because like what's more important is like your approach to the trip. I think like it's pretty much 50-50 the drug, so it's 50% DMT and 50% the kind of intent that you have towards the experience, because like it works a lot on your mood and what you want from the experience. Like you basically set what you're out to achieve and what you want to be shown pretty much. Like there's not much revelations to be had with doing it with other people, I find, in my opinion. But if you want to have a immersive and introspective experience, it's better to do any psychedelic alone. Like it's not worth it to do it recreational with people if you actually want to gain something from the experience. And that's what I've learned from my journey with all of it. Another reason why some people wouldn't be breaking through is smoking technique. And I'm going to say that using a bong is probably the easiest way to break through. But with the bong, you have to smoke it all in one go. So you have to clear the bowl and smoke the whole thing at once. And the best technique that I've found for the bong is just using a bowl with a screen on it, and then like hit a few weed bowls so that you have like an ash buildup. So you have like an ash pile, and it has to be it has to be a thicker ash pile, because a lot of the times it can just melt through if you have like really potent DMT that doesn't have any plant fats and stuff like that. But just make sure that you have like a big pile, and then when you're able to hit the bowl, it can just melt on the ash instead of just going through it. And then when you hit it through in one go, then that's how you break through. And like the harder method is like using like a pipe or like an oil pipe type thing, because like you have to smoke it 3 times, and like there's a technique to it, so it's kind of harder for some people to do it. But if you're more experienced and like advanced, then you could do it that way, because it's easier to you'll definitely experience something different, I find. So those, I think, are pretty much the reasons why people don't break through and like why they can keep trying to do it but not really get much from it. So I think that maybe if someone were to like outline like a type of guide to doing it properly, then I think a lot of people would get more out of it.